for this shit. Got my fucking stomach in, never eat a fucking again. Better pray for all my sin, I don't feel no pain again. Fucking quit, got my fucking stomach in, I don't need a fucking again. Suffer now for all my sin, never feel no pain again. If I'm what I eat, then I must be nothing. If I'm what I eat, then I must be nothing. If I'm what I eat, then I must be nothing. If I'm what I eat, then I must be nothing.
Waking up like I ain't broke. All I need's a fucking smoke. While I fucking walk, drink another fucking coke. Food just make me wanna choke. Got my stomach all like smoke. No, that's not a fucking joke. Clear my plate, I'd rather croak. Extra shit like a bad plot. Mentally, all I do is rot. Feels like I've been fucking shot. Fuck this love, I only set my lot. Why so fat? Why so fat? You so ugly, got no tats. Why so fat? Why so fat?
Now you fit just like a mat.
If I'm what I eat, then I must be nothing. If I'm what I eat, then I must be nothing. If I'm what I eat, then I must be nothing. If I'm what I eat, then I must be nothing.
Feel so nauseous, I can't eat. All I want's to fucking sleep. Cut it out, that's not a leap. I won't, so I'd rather weep. Fuck this shit, I don't know why. Makes me wanna fucking die. All I do is fucking cry. You won't see me eye to eye. I ain't hungry, eat no steak. Want no bake for your cake. Fuck them bitches, they all fake.
They just judge them on a snake.
Bile in my throat when I see a fucking note. I don't want to fucking choke. God needs an antidote. When I die, so she wrote. If I'm what I eat, then I must be nothing. If I'm what I eat, then I must be nothing. If I'm what I eat, then I must be nothing. If I'm what I eat, then I must be nothing.
What up, everybody? Welcome to the Hopium Hour. Hell yeah. I really gotta get new intro music, don't I, yo? I've been using that song like forever. It's good though, y'all love it. Y'all fucking love it. Welcome. Oh shit, we didn't, there we go. You guys don't want to look at the closet behind me. That would be crazy. That would be fucking crazy. Why would we do such a thing? That song is dope. It is. It is. But, like, it's just, like, I gotta get more songs. Alright? I gotta get more. I can't just have one song. Or two songs. Y'all are gonna really like my next one, though, when it comes out. It's gonna be dope. I do believe that, yo. It's gonna be dope. Alright. Enough messing around. Enough messing around, y'all. How's everyone doing tonight, yo? It's new to me. Damn. Well, you haven't heard that before? I guess you've never been around near the beginning of one of my streams, have you? Because I play that at the beginning of, like, every stream, yo. Like, sometimes I have another song that I play sometimes, but it's like a minute longer. And so I feel like it I don't know. I guess it's not a big deal to play a longer, because it always takes a few minutes for y'all to get in the chat anyway. Takes a few minutes, you know? The first, like, 10 minutes of my stream, I gotta, like, watch that view count slowly creep up, hoping I don't, like, get any of the too important stuff, you know, out of the way at the beginning. But I still gotta entertain y'all that are here at the beginning, you know? It's a balancing act, yo. I can't just jump right into the content, because then people that don't come in right away will miss out. But if I If I wait, then people are gonna get bored. I hear a baby. Hang on, guys. I'm gonna go kidnap a baby. Where is it? There it is. Yes. Who's a beautiful baby? Yes. Hello. I found a baby. Yes. Hello. This is Edison? I don't remember. I'm not good with remembering skating names. No, come back. Baby. The stream wants to see your babiness. Say hello. See, he's much friendlier than Ella. Yes, isn't he? He's a good baby. Okay, he's salty because he wanted me to let him outside, not bring him in here. Okay, I'll put you outside. Come on. Good baby. Okay. Okay. I feel like that distraction was worth all the time it took. Right? Y'all vibing? Alright. Alright. What up, y'all? Stream intros vary widely in length and entertainment value. Do what works for you and your audience. Well, yeah, I'm still trying to figure that out, yo. Still trying to figure that out. I don't know. What do y'all want me to do at the beginning of streams? What do y'all want me to open with? Galen drama? Galen drama. I don't have Galen drama. I like Galen. He's a good dude. At least if we're talking about Galen Halcyon, he's a, yeah. Fuck yeah. Love that dude. You do you, yo. Vibin'. They never do what you want when you want them to. I know. That's the problem with babies. They don't want to obey. They have minds of their own. Imagine that. Almost like people. Let security monitor lizard do a freestyle. Dope. Yeah, why not? I like the music. Thank you. Chick-fil-A my cock like a 3 Galen on a whaling tour and a hailing and it's hailing on him. Galen started drama with Paul. Damn, did he? Sent you a link to the tweet? Oh shit. Okay, let me take a look. Damn. Damn. Okay, we can look at the Galen drama before we get to whatever's going on. Okay. Why not? Oh. There we go. So Paul tweeted, "Hey, Halcyon, name the time and place, backbiter. Poor mouth me to my face. I can guarantee you a bigger audience than 15 for your critiques of me, my friends, and my show. Make sure you bring some of that personal correspondence from Hunter S. Thompson too. I'd love to see it." He has personal I don't know anything about that. Okay, wait, what's this? Is Galen saying, oh, is it, they're talking about Paul? Galen says, he's not my cup of tea now or ever. Missy's like, I like Paul. I just don't think he likes me. If he has a fucking brain in his head, he doesn't like you, Missy Ann. Anyone with any sense knows that you're a fucking duplicitous human being. All right. Well, not everyone knows that, but they should. So yeah, I'm not looking to Missy Ann's opinions on anyone really. She still thinks Ben is a decent human being. Halcyon responds, sure, I've met faker people, slimier, but he's someone who uses people, insecure as can be. Abusive as hell, too. Damn. That's, those are some serious accusations, yo. Yeah, I don't know what that's all about. Oh, insincere, sorry. How is Paul insincere? Look, I don't always agree with Paul. I don't always think that Paul has the smartest takes all the time. You know, like sometimes I think he's off base. And usually when that happens, it's usually because I feel he's acting based on emotion rather than like thinking critically, which isn't like everyone does it. I do it, and in fact, I'm about to talk about an example of me doing that in this stream. All right, we all do it. You know, that's my opinion though, and you know, I at the end of the day, I still think Paul's a decent dude. I didn't, you know, I've never thought Paul was a piece of shit. You know, we've had our misunderstandings, but that's all they ever seem to be is misunderstandings. All right. I've never seen any indication that Paul is abusive as hell. That he's fake and slimy, but not faker and slimier than some people, of course, but still fake and slimy. And insincere, like, I don't know, dude. I don't know where that's coming from. Yeah, I wish if Galen had, like, a fucking issue with Paul, he would just fucking come out and say it. Rather than just, like, shit talk him in the chats of, well, look, Shabisky, whatever. Shabisky hangs around with unsavory people. I'm not going to hold that against him necessarily. I haven't seen evidence that Shabisky himself is a piece of shit. Just not very bright. But again, he hangs around unsavory people like Ben Pye and Missy Ann. So I don't know. There's a lot of bad person disease going on over there. I'm surprised Galen's hanging out around there. I mean, he has a right to, whatever. Those are his friends. I don't care. It's just kind of it's kind of weird that he would like kind of, you know, talk shit to fucking Paul behind his back. If you have a problem with Paul, just come right out and say it publicly or say it to Paul. Word to the wise, I'm not egghead. True. If you decide to step up, you better bring more than a voodoo face paint and a loud fucking mouth. Damn, yo. Damn. Is there gonna be some fucking drama? Paul blamed Galen for the Discord being shut down. Paul's first stream today. He went wild on Galen. Oh, did he? I didn't listen to Paul's stream earlier. I wasn't watching. Damn, sounds like I missed a good one. Holy shit. You need a down mix mono. The mic panning effect is happening. What? You need to speak English, dude. I don't know what your wait, should I I'll turn down the gain. I don't know. Egghead responded. Wait, I just want to be clear. This person Drew Staten in the chat that keeps saying I am Egghead. That was you, right? Yeah. You're not actually Egghead, are you? Is that a meme? Or are you literally Egghead? Because if you are, I don't care one way or the other. I'm just curious. I kind of doubt it, but it's a weird meme to keep recurring. Okay, Egghead responded here. Wait, where? I don't know. Let's see this. I've never seen someone more full of themselves than Galen. Love to see you go at him, but I know he'll respond with word soup and the smell of his own farts. Maybe. Oh, my mic's on stereo. Here. Okay, here. That might. Does this fix the problem that you're hearing? Realize? Does that sound better? Okay, no, Paul said Galen had a hand in the Discord collapsing, not that he was fully responsible. Okay. We are Egghead. We are all Egghead. Meme, yes. Okay, good to know. Just checking, okay? Just gotta... Wait, where did Egghead respond? I'll bring the fillet and see if Galen can really eat 3 fillet. Damn. Yeah, I don't see Egghead's response. Oh, wait. View more replies. Wait. I don't really care what Egghead said one way or the other. I'm not a fan of Egghead, but yeah, I don't even see it. Y'all are trying to drive my attention to it, and I can't see it. Okay, click on the tweet, Paul. Oh, okay. Wait, okay, here. Sorry. Okay. Wait. Egghead has me blocked. Does Egghead really have me blocked? Wait. I thought me and Egghead were good. The fuck? No, now I'm more pissed about this. What the fuck? Dude, me and Egghead had a very productive conversation on a channel of a person that I don't feel to name drop at the moment. But you know what? I was under the impression that we were good, okay? I was under the impression that there was no more beef. You know, he's never been my favorite person, but like, I was under the impression that the beef was squashed, okay? That was my fucking impression. What did I say or do to you, Egghead? What did I fucking do? What did I fucking do? Explain it to me, bitch. I apologized for being mean to you, Egghead. I apologized. Like, what? Why? Why you gotta be a bitch, yo? Why you gotta be a bitch? Holy shit. Okay. Ah. Hang on. Okay. I don't really care that much. Block me all you want, bitch. I don't give a fuck. Blocked by Egghead. Hashtag blocked by Egghead. Damn. He's just like, you could have just tagged me. Paul's like, yeah, I could have. And Egghead's like, just like in 2016, I'm going to see myself out before I get flashbacks and have panic / anxiety / anger attack. Wait, what's he implying here? Like, was Egghead really that triggered by the "I'm not Egghead" line? I mean, Egghead, you have to know. You have to. I really hate calling him Egghead, dude. Colton, you have to fucking know that, like, at least back that you admitted to me when we had our conversation, Colton, you admitted to me that you are not proud of who you were back then. You admitted that you've done a lot of growing. You've tried to, like, you know, make improvements and not be the person you were then. Okay? Like, so if you're taking issue of, like, Paul pointing out the fact that you were kind of a bitch back then and, you know, like, again, he's not really aiming it at you. He's aiming it at fucking Galen, because he's like, Galen, you may have taken down Egghead and you might be, you know, going around strutting about that or whatever, but you know what? I'm not Egghead, and you won't have such an easy time beating me. Which I do think is true, by the way. Whether or not, look, I'm gonna be very clear here. I'm not taking sides in this. I love Paul. I like Galen. I love Galen. Galen's a good dude. Okay, I like them both. Okay, they're both good dudes, and honestly, again, like, my biggest beef with Paul's ego was based on a misunderstanding, okay? And because of that, like, I can kind of see how, I don't know, maybe Paul and Galen's disagreement is based on a misunderstanding. I don't know. They also seem like they have very clashing personalities, I will say. Maybe they're just the two type of dudes that, like, you know, they're decent dudes on their own, but you put them together and they become volatile, you know? Because they can both be pretty salty fellows, all right? And they can both be kind of irrational at times. And I know Galen's probably going to get really fucking pissed if he hears me say that, but yeah, Galen, we can all be irrational sometimes, okay? I've seen you do it. Okay? We've all done it. Well, that's unfortunate. I thought Jamie and Paul were fighting. No, I'm not fighting Paul. I had him on and we discussed our disagreements. We still disagree on some stuff, but I'm still cool with Paul. I like Paul. Dude, look, I'll be honest, guys, in the last few months, I've kind of fallen off of watching DFF, and it's not even down to the guys. It's down to my own personal shit. And, partly like some personal shit, and partly like the fact that I, I just don't have a lot of time to watch a shit ton of podcasts. And whenever I am looking for something to watch, I go over to the DFF channel and like there's this really intimidating amount of content and I don't know where to start or what to watch. And I just kind of want to put something on that like, so there's other YouTubers that I kind of go to for like, oh, I'm going to put on like Council of Geeks is one person. They are a gender fluid trans female nerd who discusses nerd topics, and I'm like, yeah, nerd stuff. We can watch that. It's not too heavy. But then every once in a while, I forget the kind of content. Honestly, look, because for the longest time, I've only really tuned into like Flash Fried and TJ and Paul's live streams, and that's it. Okay, and another reason for that is I prefer watching something live rather than like the whole podcast format. A long ass podcast. If I'm gonna watch something that long, I like watching something live. Or if I'm gonna watch something pre-recorded, I like something shorter. Like little like 10-20 minute videos. Which is why, by the way, I miss when they used to do when they used to clip Flash Fried, but that's neither here nor there. But anyway, that the point is, I've kind of over the last few months gotten like annoyed with Paul. And just kind of like every time I've come in, I've heard them talking politics, and I disagree with Paul on certain things, and it just frustrates me more, and I just end up, feeling like this, okay? Or at least, I don't know what this is, yeah. I was like, my head, okay. I'm gonna go watch something fun. But it makes me forget that, they're not always, talking politics. They do nerdy shit too. They do laid back chill stuff as well. And I enjoy that content when I remember it exists and actually go over there and check it out. I enjoy it. And even though I disagree with Paul on politics, I've realized, and I tune into the little I watched a little bit of the Godzilla versus King Kong thing, and it made me laugh. Paul and TJ going at it made me laugh, and it made me remember, what? I love Paul's ego beyond any of my political disagreements with him, and I got to remember, politics is not all he talks about or should talk about or anyone should talk about. Like, holy fuck, politics is tiring. I don't remember what my point was here. I've kind of drifted. Okay, I've lost the plot. It's fine. I guess my point is Paul's a good dude. Galen, I've had some arguments with Galen, but overall, like, I've thought he was a good dude as well. Yeah, I don't know, dude. Yeah, we're too busy making good podcasts to watch them all the time. That is true. That is fucking true. You know what? Anyone giving me shit needs to just remember that, okay? I might not be making podcasts for the kind of crowds that, whoa. The fuck is this? Hang on. There might be something else going on. Fucking shit. Okay. Goddamn. I don't know what the fuck is going on here. Okay. TJ, God damn it, TJ, what are you doing? Okay. I guess I've got to talk about this now. Wait. 2016. Okay, so here's what this looks like. I just gotta. Alright, sorry guys. I got distracted. I was tagged in something and I didn't know what it was from because the person that posted it has tagged me in it and then blocked me. I'm trying to decide if this is worth talking about or not. Sorry guys. There's Halcyon has always been kind to me and tried to help me with my mental issues. If this isn't a misunderstanding or something, then he's in the wrong here for sure, but still I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. Look, people can have good intentions, but be less than intelligent. Not intelligent. People can have good intentions, but have negative effects. Y'all know what I'm saying, okay? Look, I think Paul and Galen both have good intentions. Doesn't mean they're perfect people. Doesn't mean they don't fuck up. I don't know. I'm gonna have to look more into the Paul drama to know what's up. Okay, so this is just some people trying to deflect from Ben's drama, which, guys, I'm going to say right now, I've been kind of putting off talking about the Ben drama for a little bit. Stick with what you want to talk about. Yeah. I've been putting off talking about the Ben drama for a little bit for a couple of reasons. There's some shit going on behind the scenes that I don't want to talk about. That's none of my business. There's not all the victims are ready to come forward and speak on this publicly. That happens. But I will say this, because a few people have come to me privately with evidence that they have asked me to keep to myself. Some people have come anonymously and, sent me screenshots that they asked me not to show, but they said I can talk about the content. But talking about the content doesn't really help me when people are going to ask for screenshots. People are going to want proof. And puts me in a tough position. I want to, there's some damning shit, but like, how do I talk about it when I have to be careful not to reveal people's identities? So, guys, if any of you out there have any like concrete proof that you actually feel comfortable with me sharing and aren't too afraid to have leaked to the public, please DM me. I would love to interview someone about this shit on stream. Again, there will be interviews eventually. A couple people have said that they want to come on my channel and talk. But if anyone has shit that, maybe you're not a victim of Ben, but maybe you know something. Maybe you were DMing him at one point and you have something. Like, guys, this shit has been going on for too long. And Ben and his little toxic community of shitheads are becoming more and more toxic, bullying people, bullying Alicia, and anyone who stands up for her or is, takes her side. And it's frustrating, guys. It's frustrating to watch this happen, know a lot of the shit behind the scenes, but know that there's so many fucking people who won't come forward and open their goddamn mouths. No one wants to be the first one outed. No one wants to be the first one to invoke the wrath of Ben. How much longer is shit gonna keep going? I got people DMing me or tagging me and shit and talking shit behind the scenes and asking me to fucking provide proof. And asking Alicia to provide proof further than what she's already provided. And no one else wants to fucking come forward. No one. People would rather just hang out in DP adjacent communities. Talking shit. Hanging out with total bullies and people who defend predators. People who run around spreading lies to defend predators. Fucking needs to stop. Yeah, I'm not going to show this, but all this was someone tagged me in a thing. It's, again, this person blocked me. I love how all the people in these circles block me. But it was a tweet from someone. Look, it was a tweet from someone to Chelsea being like, "Why is TJ being a creeper in my DMs?" Which, look, TJ, I think he's kind of like stopped doing it as much, but he used to just like, send people random pictures that he found hot. They weren't always necessarily even like explicitly pornographic in nature. Sometimes he just sends pictures of anime butts or whatever. Like, he just sends random fucking shit to people who DM him. And from what I can tell, TJ has done his best to be a little more, make sure that the person actually is interested in that sort of thing before just sending it. But him sending it is also not necessarily him being a creeper. Okay? So, yeah, I don't know. Clearly, Jamie, you need to make a stealth Twitter. What's the point when I can just go incognito? I don't want multiple accounts. I hate that shit. I don't know, yo. Talking about how I have no evidence. Wait, this person tweeted and then tweeted again a few hours later being like, exactly, silence. It's fun to make accusations until it's done on you, except this isn't accusations, this is evidence. And then they added me. I don't know. Some shit from like 5 years ago. TJ randomly sending people weird pictures on DMs. That's hardly evidence of anything, dude. I don't. They called it sexting, and I don't know if this person was a minor at the time, but it doesn't look like TJ knew either. Seems like they just sent him one thing, which, look, TJ needs to work on not being as creepy in DMs. I do kind of agree. Which I think, like I said, I'm pretty sure he has been. He doesn't, just send people porn anymore. But yeah, that's also, I don't know, dude. I'm not interested in these deflection tactics, dude. This whataboutism. You know what? If it turns out TJ is a fucking creep and TJ did something fucked up, it's not going to change my opinion on Ben. Why would it? Ben is still a fucking piece of shit. This is a deflection as far as I'm concerned. And that's all the attention I'm going to pay to it. All right? He asked me for permission before he ever sent me anything, and he made it clear that if he sent anything I didn't enjoy, he should say something and he'd stop. Yeah. Like, maybe TJ didn't used to do that in the past, but you know what? We all learn from our fucking mistakes, dude. Yeah, also funny how nobody cares about it until just right now. Yeah, that's true. Again, same fucking reason. By the way, this I'm pretty sure like this is from one of Ben's friends, because this is he doesn't do this himself anymore. But y'all remember back when the Jared Genesis controversy was happening, and you know, the minute I said something about Ben, he fucking came out and started attacking me. The minute G-Time Johnny said something, it was, "Didn't you kick a dog once? I'm pretty sure I remember you kicking a dog." Like, the minute shit starts like zeroing in on him, he has to like deflect and like find something else that someone else might have done. It's really cringe, okay? No one's buying it. But guys, I really am serious. Like, people need to start coming forward to talk about Ben. Being a little iffy in DMs versus grooming teens, totally the same, right, guys? Not just look, there might be there might have been a grooming situation, but there also might not have been. There's definitely abusive behavior, which is just as important to pay attention to. Ben has been extremely abusive to many women, and he still does so, and him and his fucking little gang of YouTube thugs are now dragging anyone who speaks out through the mud. I'm not afraid of that shit. Someone, I do try not to mention their name, but if y'all saw my stream the other day about my video getting striked and my appeal getting rejected, I brought up the fact that one of my old co-hosts, who is now good friends with Ben, or at least cozies up to Ben and hangs out in his communities, is someone who, and I want to make this clear because this person's fucking delusional fucking brain will allow them to completely misconstrue exactly what I'm saying, no matter how I describe it. So it's kind of pointless worrying about it one way or the other. But I said that this person was lying about being poly, trying to keep it hidden, trying to keep his various girlfriends hidden from each other, and got mad at me and acted very abusively towards me, all because I accidentally let it slip that he went on a date with someone on one of my streams, and I had thought it was something that was public common knowledge because he was bragging about it the night earlier. Turns out the only reason he was bragging about it was because we were in Rabbit and weren't being recorded, and I was supposed to just pick up on that randomly. I was supposed to just know that. I'm like, yup. Oh, he was bragging about that, but he was only bragging about it in Rabbit, so I better not bring it up on stream. He was bragging about it in front of multiple people in our community, just openly. I was pretty sure it wasn't a secret, but I brought it up, and he was very fucking mad at me because apparently he had multiple girlfriends at the time. I don't care that he had multiple girlfriends. He's going around now on Twitter, saying that, oh, Jamie is trying to shame me for being poly, just like she shamed me for having a trans lover. Which, by the way, I apologized for that already. if y'all saw my Jamie getting canceled stream, it's in the Jamie canceled playlist. I don't remember what the actual stream is called, but whatever. There's only one video in that playlist anyway, so. Yeah, so, and this person is dishonest, so they're gonna make up, like, they're gonna ignore everything that I'm saying right now, except the fact that I brought it up, and continue saying, see, they're still talking about my private life, they're still making fun of me for being they're trying to shame me for being Motherfucker, I don't give a good goddamn whether you're poly or whatever else. I don't care if you're dating 12 people that all fucking know about. All I care about is whether you're being honest about it, which, again, very dishonest person. The fact was, you weren't honest about it, and that's why you got fucking mad at me, and that's why I had a fucking issue. I also had an issue because you fucking told me to my face that you have a fucking hard drive filled with your ex's nudes and possibly Ryby nudes that you wanted to give me. You wanted me to give you $50 from our fucking donation goal, which was supposed to go towards a fucking PC, in order to fucking buy some software that you needed to access what was on that hard drive of yours, which was full of X nudes that you even said you would like to. You implied that you would share them with me and show me. What? Don't you want to see Ryby nude? Don't you want to see this? Don't you want? So don't fucking sit here, bitch, and try to take the fucking moral high ground. You don't have it. You've never had it. Not once. You are a dishonest, lying piece of shit, and everyone knows it. Even people in Ben's community know it. If I said something to you that's out of line or unacceptable, as I said, I apologize. I made a lot of terrible, shitty fucking jokes in the past, but so did you. And if you want me to start bringing up everything that you've ever said that's fucked up, that's what you want to do to me, I can play ball, bitch. I'm not interested in giving you that much attention, though, honestly. At the end of the day, I would be perfectly happy to just live my life and let this person live their life. But this person is still obsessed with me. This person is going to... Any conflict that I get involved in for the rest of time on the internet, this person will show up on the other side of it. I promise you. Anybody that is openly against me, openly has a beef with me, this person will appear. And I don't know why I'm not avoiding saying Honest Red's fucking name. He fucking talks about me enough. Like, get the fuck out of here, bitch. You're gonna sit there and attack Alicia. Bully Alicia. Like, from what I've been shown fucking screenshots, like, weekly of, like, oh, Red's at it again, going after Alicia. Red's at it again. Leave the poor girl alone. You fucking psychopath. I know you have this, like, pathological need to defend anyone that I'm enemies with. But can you put that aside for 5 goddamn minutes to pay attention to the victim of abuse? No. Everything has to be about fucking tribalism for you. I call someone out, so they're automatically a fucking saint. I don't know how anyone takes you seriously. I don't know how you take you seriously. I don't know how you go to fucking bed at night. I really don't. All I can imagine is that your brain works similar to that of Eric Cartman. Always convincing yourself you're in the right. Always convincing yourself that every idea was yours and everyone else is just out to get you. What a sad, pathetic existence, dude. Just move the fuck on. You want to be a fan of Ben? Be a fan of Ben. I don't give a shit. But stop attacking Alicia. She experienced what she experienced. And you can say, oh, I just don't see any evidence. I just don't see enough evidence. All you fucking want. Sometimes there's not evidence. It can be very fucking hard to prove evidence of abuse. Especially when it's an ongoing manipulative relationship. But then, if you start thinking that way, maybe you'll have to reevaluate some of your own relationships and some of your own abusive behaviors. And that's just a little too close for comfort, isn't it? You don't want to go down that road mentally, do you? I don't care what beef you have with me, dude. Put it behind you and get some goddamn objectivity. Because I'm sorry, Ben is not a decent person. Because you know what? Hey, I'll give him the I'll give you this, buddy. At least you're poly openly. At least you have the fucking balls to be honest with the women you date. At least now you do. I still maintain you didn't do it back then. But at least now you have it openly on your fucking Twitter. Polly, good. Ben doesn't do that. Ben lies and cheats. I don't know. I'm just so goddamn sick of this, y'all. I'm really fucking sick of this shit. More people need to, like, come and step forward. And more people need to, like... Please, guys, those of you that want to be anonymous, please consider the damage that this person is still causing. And how any evidence will help sway the tide at least a little bit. At least so that fucking Alicia can show her goddamn face on Twitter without being harassed constantly and shit on. Because you people that won't let up on her, you should be ashamed of yourselves. She never wanted to hurt Ben. She wanted him to get better and be better and get help. Seems to me she actually fucking loved him. And he hurt her. And if you want to give Ben the benefit of the doubt and say, oh, well, maybe he didn't realize he was being abusive. Maybe, I don't care what mental gymnastics you have to do in your fucking head. But clearly, Alicia felt abused. Clearly, what happened to her hurt. And she's living through the pain of that now. And you people out there are fucking Missy Ann as well. The fucking Ben Defense Squad. Defend Ben at all costs. You want to tell me I don't know the whole story? Do you? Do you know everything that happened behind closed doors or in private between Alicia and Ben? Then why don't you shut the fuck up and listen to a fucking abuse victim who says they've been abused? I'm not saying give them just believe them no matter what. But this seems fucking pretty credible. At least give them the fucking benefit of the doubt. Anyway, I got really fucking sidetracked from what this stream was supposed to be about. Shame on all of you. And you know what? If I see one goddamn comment on this stream that is related to anything other than its title, I'm be very fucking disappointed in y'all, because I'm done. We're moving on. We're moving on from the fucking drama. I am so goddamn fucking sick of the internet. I fucking am. You people are fucking degenerates. Every last one of you. Alright? That's it. There's not a decent fucking person on this platform. Myself included. You know what? I'm probably a piece of shit too. We're all garbage. Garbage island. We don't need a garbage island. That's just Earth. I'm getting too doomer, aren't I? Well, this stream's not going to get any more uplifting. Sorry to say. Okay. Where? Yeah, I'm done with you. All right. How y'all doing, yo? How y'all doing? I'm sorry, this shit is depressing. It's depressing
LeBron James
to
is
watch it and not
So there was
be
a
able
political
to fucking do anything about it. I want to be able to do something about it. I want it to end. I've seen too many people get hurt. And it's so fucking frustrating. No one wants to fucking come forward. Not a single goddamn person. Okay. All right. let's move on. All right, guys. We got a bigger issue to discuss. All right. We got a way bigger issue to discuss. All right. So, guys, as y'all may have seen, I've been talking a little bit about, the shootings recently, cop killings. I did a couple segments on the Micaiah Bryant shooting. In fact, I've been talking about it almost every day this week. And it's been hard. It's been hard as new evidence has come out regarding this to remain objective. And I think a lot of you guys out there can empathize with this, right? When the cops kill a black person, or anyone, but especially a black person these days, there's this kind of vitriol emotion that we get. This rage. These fucking cops, these fucking ACAB pigs. How dare they? Again, another. She was under. Oh my fucking, another child killed by fucking pigs. Once again. It's hard to not immediately jump down the cop's throat and want blood. When I say blood, I mean that in a what's the word? A theoretical sense, not theoretical. What's the word? God damn it. I can't, whatever. Y'all know what I mean, okay? Rhetorical? I don't know. Whatever. Not literally, okay? God damn. I'm literally at a loss for words right now. Okay. It's fine. It's quite easy to, these days as a lefty, go after... Figurative, thank you. Okay. It's really easy to just go after the cop, assume they're a worthless piece of shit, assume they're a racist and a white supremacist that just enjoys killing black people. And while that does seem to be the case a lot of the time, from what I've seen of the evidence that's come out, and honestly, I've seen it framed a few different ways, and I've listened to some different takes on it, and basically my position has evolved. All right? So I want to watch a video, and then I want to talk about a broader issue here, okay? We're going to try not to pause this video too much. We're going to get through it quickly, and then we're going to comment on it, okay? But I'd like to show you guys one more time all right, here we go.
A new view of what led to the shooting of 16-year-old Ma'Khia Bryant. This angle from a neighbor's security camera across the street, showing Columbus, Ohio police officer Nicholas Reardon arriving on the scene, emerging from the vehicle and shooting Bryant, in black, as she appeared to lunge at another young woman wearing pink with a knife in her hand. Reardon, who has been taken off street duty while an independent investigation is underway, firing 4 shots at Bryant within seconds. The police department and the police union...
So, like I said, I don't want to pause this much, but I will point out something that I didn't even know before. The cop who shot her has been taken off active duty, and there is an investigation going on. Now, do I have a lot of faith in these in-house investigations that the police conduct? No, not at all, really. But it is something. It's action being taken. It's he didn't just go back to his active duty and continue doing his job without any oversight. You know, it's good. But here, let's take a look at some more. All right.
President arguing the use of force was necessary to protect the young woman in pink.
I would ask you, if that's your family member up against a car that had a puppy in their hand, what would you want that officer to do in that split-second moment that they had a chance to stop harm to others? We have a duty to protect the public and ourselves, certainly the public.
So I want to make the point that I get that, and I get everything he's saying right now, okay? And I actually think he has a point. But here's the problem. The police have not exactly garnered a lot of goodwill with, well, the black community, but the community in general. And it makes it kind of hard to be charitable. And so I can understand why people are still angry, and why, for a lot of people, everything he's saying here will fall on deaf ears. Because you guys don't show that you put your duty to protect others first. You just don't. As I'm going to talk about here in a minute, Adam Toledo, who was shot just last week, 13-year-old boy who dropped his weapon and was still shot dead by cops. The police have not made it easy for us to grant them the benefit of the doubt. And I want that to be understood as I proceed here, because I understand that. And everybody who's jumping to conclusions about this, I want to say, I understand why. I'm not going to take Paul's position of yelling at you and saying you're hurting the left. I'm not going to take Vosh's position of calling everybody sexist and dumb for jumping to conclusions about this. I'll be honest, before I started this stream, I was ready to come on here and tell you I now agree with both Paul and Vosh on this. But as I've thought about it more, I think I actually disagree with both of them. I agree with both of them. I agree with the substance of what they're saying. I agree with the argument they're making. But I don't think either of them is making that argument well to the left. So let me take a crack at it. Guys, lefties, I get it. The cops suck. And it really does seem that every fucking time, or almost every time, far too many times, when the police have interactions with black people and there's any kind of altercation whatsoever, that there ends up being deaths. And it's tragic. It shouldn't happen. I still believe that maybe this could have been handled better. I believe that cops should be trained to de-escalate situations like this rather than just killing. I believe that I know cops are trained to engage in lethal force in situations like this, but I don't think they should be. I think that cops should be trained to engage in non-lethal force absolutely everywhere possible. Because if they did that, then when a situation like this happens, the left wouldn't be so quick to get angry about it and jump to conclusions and call the cop a murderer. Based on the evidence I see here, and I have to admit this, I was being a little more emotional the first couple times I talked about this. But based on everything I've seen and just thinking about it over and over and trying to figure out what I would do in the same situation, given the kind of training that the police are given, I don't know that the cop had a lot of options here. I still think 4 shots was overkill. I think what should have happened was he maybe fired 1 shot at her and then tried to, try to treat her wounds, get her to a paramedic. But that's not the way the police operate. The police system is not built that way. It is not built to train their officers for non-lethal force wherever possible. So I think overall, if you guys want to be mad about this situation, be mad at the cops as a whole. But don't attack one individual cop who really didn't have a lot of options. Ma'Khia Bryant was about to kill someone. Potentially. There was no way of knowing one way or the other. There just wasn't. And we can talk all we want about what was or wasn't going on before the cops arrived. I think that's irrelevant. The cops don't have enough context in the heat of the moment to know what's going on and who's in the right and who's in the wrong. Like, I don't want to hear any arguments of, oh, well, what if the girl in the pink deserved it? It doesn't matter. The girl in the black, Ma'Khia Bryant, was unfortunately acting in the wrong here. She was. What she was doing was kind of beyond the pale. Trying to stab someone. Again, I don't care what happened beforehand. Trying to inflict deadly force on someone is a serious thing. And when your job is to protect people from being killed, what else are you going to do? I know a lot of people say he should have used a taser. I don't know that he should have necessarily, or that it would have worked. Honestly, a taser is not the most accurate thing. Sometimes you can be hit with a taser and it won't even take you down. Sometimes you can be hit with a taser and still be able to move for a few seconds afterwards. So at the end of the day, the cop went to his training. He was trained to pull his gun and fire. And apparently part of that training involves, because cops shoot to kill, they don't shoot to wound. And I think that is a systemic problem. I think that needs to be addressed. They shouldn't shoot to kill. They should shoot to wound. Unless the person has a fucking machine gun. Okay? Like, I feel like one shot can still incapacitate most people. Alright? But guys, be mad at the system. Don't be mad at the cop. Should he be held accountable? Yes, but what does that mean? He's been taken off active duty and they're doing an investigation. But based on the footage we've seen here, I really do feel like any reasonable person has to conclude that even if you don't like what happened, even if you don't like the actions the cop took, this is far more nuanced than a lot of the killings that we see. And I think that's part of a big reason why this is being talked about so much. I think this is part of the reason why people on the right grabbed onto this story immediately and started defending it vehemently, because the left kind of reflexively took the side of the black person who was shot and went after the police. And while I still believe in ACAB, I still believe the police as an institution is broken. This doesn't seem like an act of hatred. This doesn't seem like it's malicious. He might have been, but this seems like a cop reacting in the heat of the moment, doing whatever he believed would save the most lives in that moment. It's what it looks like. Again, I don't know what was going on in the dude's head, and it doesn't really matter. Because what happened was this cop saved a young woman's life. He sacrificed another young woman's life to do it. But he also saved a life. You may not agree with his methods. That's fine. I don't either. But given the circumstances, I don't think you can condemn him for them. So, I'm going to say, outside of the amount of times you for shooting to wound is a myth, as far as I understand, you don't aim guns at things unless you accept the likelihood that you'll kill what you're aiming at. Well, yeah, I get that. And that was an argument Vosh used when I asked in his chat, and he even responded to me, and he said, Yeah, but when the cop fires the weapon even once, he's shooting to kill. Cops are not supposed to pull their trigger unless they intend for the person they're shooting at to die. So the argument is she was already dead by the time he pulled the first trigger. But I still will say I don't think that should be part of police protocol. I think they should be trained to wound rather than kill. And this is a systemic issue that we can hopefully address without dragging this single cop through the mud. I also do think... I think we're done with this. I also do think that look, guys, I feel like the fact that this has been so talked about is largely a distraction. There have been a lot of cases of, you can look at them cut and dry. Cop was in the wrong. Cop shot an unarmed black teen. Cop shot a person who was fleeing. Those are the cases we should be fucking paying attention to. Dante Wright was shot while fleeing. Adam Toledo was shot after dropping his gun. Why aren't we talking about those anymore? Why are we focused on Ma'Khia Bryant, a case that it's a lot less cut and dry. There's a lot more of an argument, a far more defensible argument for the cop being justified. And rather than going after all the specific instances we have of actual, beyond the pale police violence, murder, actual murders, where it wasn't vague and nuanced and like, did he do it on purpose? Or like, I know there's this reflexive need to like immediately condemn the cops, which I think is also a problem. We need to start, and I need to do this too, withholding judgment until more facts come out. Because it's not always obvious. And I do think that the right has been taking advantage of the fact that people have been getting so mad about this before knowing what the full story was. Because now, like, I saw right-wingers, like, responding to lefties who responded the minute they heard about this and being like, oh my god, you're attacking a hero, you're pro knife fights now, lefties are pro murder, they're pro people stabbing each other. Like, very bad faith refutations, to be sure, because they're not taking into account the fact that a lot of lefties didn't know all the facts before they reacted. And rather than trying to have a dialogue about this as a society, all we're doing is retreating behind tribalistic battle lines. Oh, we're the left, we're anti-cop. Oh, well, we're the right, we're pro-cop. But here's the problem. This is one of those cases, and I hate to say it, where the right has a slightly more defensible argument. And so, more defensible than usual, by the way. I still, look, and there are definitely righties that are latching onto this in bad faith. And there are definitely righties that are just happy another black person was killed, definitely. But broken clock can be right twice a day. They can be right about this cop not being a murderer. And so I think we need to be focusing on the bigger picture. Because, by the way, I think the fact that we've been focusing on this is not good. It's been a distraction. This is where I do agree with Vosh and Paul. It's been a distraction from the bigger issues. Adam Toledo, a 13-year-old boy, was shot dead after the cops ordered him to drop his weapon and he obeyed. Still dead. Why aren't we marching about that? Why aren't we fucking... I've been on Twitter. Seems like a lot of people have fucking forgotten about that. It's not being talked about. Daunte Wright, that was the big thing last week. That's not being talked about. Now it's all, the whole narrative has shifted to this story. And I feel like a lot of bad faith actors on the right have probably almost certainly latched onto this and tried to make this part of the big part of the conversation in order to deflect from all of the countless cases of actual police murder. So I'm asking you guys, please, get some perspective. Focus on the actual atrocities. Because, again, even if you don't like what happened to Ma'Khia Bryant, I don't. But it's not... Condemning the cop who shot her is not a hill that I think BLM should fucking die on. And there seem to be some people that want to do just that. We shouldn't be willing to die on this hill on the one case where maybe the other side has a bit of a point. It makes us look bad. It makes us look like a bunch of hyperbolic tribalists who attack the cops every time they do anything because we just hate cops. And it doesn't help. What about Adam Toledo? What about Daunte Wright? What about all these people who've been murdered by cops? Don't let this one story distract you from the larger picture. Don't let defending this position be the thing that allows BLM to fall apart. Because there are battles that we can win. We can definitively show, like, no, this is fucked up. The cop said, drop your weapon. He drops his weapon and they shoot him. We can argue that that's murder. A cop shooting a girl who was seconds away from stabbing another girl. That's not a battle that's as easy to win. That's much harder to call a murder. And look, have your perspectives on it. You don't have to like it. You can still believe that it's murder, okay? But honestly, I'll say if anyone murdered that girl, it was the police system in general. The overall way that the police operates. I don't know why that shit popped off in that moment. I don't know why that girl had a gun in a knife in the first place. But our society is broken. And it needs to be fixed. And we don't fix it by being unreasonable. We have to be willing to be intellectually honest and say, at the very least, I don't know. I don't know whether or not it was murder. But you know what I do know was murder? Adam Toledo, Dante Wright, George Floyd. Those are the things we need to be talking about. Breonna Taylor, holy fuck. If I just try to remember all the names, there's so many of them. Adam Toledo was killed just last week. He should be the one we're talking about. What happened to Ma'Khia Bryant was tragic. It was terrible. I feel for her mother and her family. But that cop had to make a split-second decision. Ma'Khia Bryant's life or the girl she was about to stab. Not an enviable choice to have to make. But it's a choice he made. I don't want to see anyone killed by the cops. I want police brutality to end. I want the militarization of the police to end. And in order to do so, the Black Lives Matter movement has to succeed. The Black Lives Matter narrative cannot be poisoned by ambiguity. It can't be poisoned by a case that's gray at best. But honestly, one of the more defensible cop shootings that I've seen. And I'll be honest, guys. Here it is, honesty time, yo. The last few days as I've been talking about this, I had moments in defending the position that, no, this cop is a piece of shit. I had moments struggling to keep that position in my own head, but I was like, I can't. But cop bad, but no, I still don't like this, and but she died. It's not good. Like, we have to be able to be honest when we're just being emotional. We can't let emotion cloud our judgment. I don't like the cops. I think they're a bunch of brutish thugs on power trips. I think they're way too militarized. I think their very presence tends to escalate situations rather than de-escalate them. Which honestly, there's an argument to be made that, and I have no idea, but for all we know, that's why all the violence started popping off, because it was like, oh shit, the cops are here, which, yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know that that's a very defensible argument, but the argument that the officer did what he thought he had to do in the moment to save a life, that is a defensible argument. So I'm not going to go after it. There's no point. Because overall, it is a distraction. They want us to pay attention to this one in particular. They want us to spend all our times in the weeds arguing about whether or not this was justified. Doesn't matter. All the other ones, or at least most of the other ones that we've seen up to this point, were not just. Wait, I got confused by my own wording there, but I think y'all know what I mean. A lot of those killings, yeah, were not justified. Most of them were not justified. This one might have been. So let's focus on the ones that were not. Anyway, when did Vosh talk about this incident? Actually, today on stream. If you go to his live stream VODs playlist, it should be there. Whatever stream he did today. He actually apparently spent the majority of the stream talking about it. I only came in near the end. But yeah. That's the situation, guys. I changed my position. I'm trying to be honest with you guys. I don't want to take an indefensible position. I don't want to be intellectually dishonest. I don't want to die on a hill that is not worth dying on. What happened sucks. It's terrible. But in terms of the specific cop that shot her, I don't think it was his fault. And that's that. Anyway. Anyway. That's all I really wanted to talk about today. We can chill. I'll chill with the chat if any of y'all are still around for the rest of this stream. Probably not too long though, because I'm starting to starting to lose my voice a little bit. Yeah, I saw that on the news, the Toledo thing. Yeah, it was fucked up. We should be talking about it more. You're never gonna have a cop who knows what's happening before they got there. What happened just looked justifiable, but I'm just a dude. Yeah, that's the thing. None of us are ever gonna know all the facts. When it comes to the George Floyd thing, it's pretty fucking clear what happened there. This is way more nuanced. Yo, what up, Blaine? Whew. Graham Dolph. Dope. Oh, thank you for becoming a patron, by the way. I saw that. I need to start, you know what? I need to start doing a thing at the end of my streams where I thank all the patrons. I keep forgetting to do that. I think you've handled this very maturely and ethically. It's understandable to have the initial reaction that you did. Police have not earned much charitability. Yeah. And that's why I fully understand why people are taking this position. I get it. But unlike some people who are really uncharitable and, harsh towards people who have this position, I'd rather put forth empathy and say, look, I get it. I mean, heck, I had the same reaction. How am I going to sit here and condemn people for getting mad about something that made me mad too? And, something that sucked shouldn't have happened, but we're all going to react differently to it, and we're all going to react based on our preconceived notions, okay? That's the thing. No one is truly objective. We can try to be, but it's a process sometimes. Sometimes you're going to have your initial reactive is not going to be objective. Sometimes you need to re-examine your own position, sometimes multiple times. Because I'll be honest, I meant to, the other night when we brought it up for a second time on Underhaven, I meant to amend my position on it. But then in the heat of that moment, watching that shooting again, I just got reminded of all the innocent black people that have been killed. Or even if they're not innocent, all the people that have just been killed and not been able to, better themselves. Not been able to, grow as people, learn from their mistakes. And it made me sad. And I got flashes of all those racist cops that view black people's lives as disposable. And in my head, I was like, well, I can kind of see, because people in the chat were even arguing with us. I was like, well, okay, I can kind of see your argument, but, and my brain just wanted to find something wrong with it. And I still do find some things wrong with it, but it's not as cut and dry as I originally thought. Catching up on the patron episodes, thank you. Well, dope. Glad you're enjoying them. I've had a lot of really good patron shows. Some have not been as good as others, but the legendary ones are legendary, yo. Injustice and bigotry is just terrible. Yeah, and it gets tiresome. And it makes us mad. Makes me mad. I'm sick of seeing it. I'm sick of the pain and the hurt and the trauma. I'm sick of the fact that, people die and their families have to live with that forever. And this is another situation where, it sucks for the friends and families of this dead girl. But it also would have sucked just as equally for the friends and family of the other girl if she had succeeded in stabbing her. So, we just got to try to be honest, guys. You got to be honest, even if your initial reaction is based on some level of dishonesty or cognitive dissonance or whatever, or just based on emotion. You need to be able to recognize that and call it out and say, yeah, no, I was acting on emotion, or you know what, I was being kind of dishonest intellectually and I didn't fully realize it. Because, look, I wasn't intentionally being dishonest, but I was kind of just trying to ignore certain things about it that were making me uneasy, because I was like, no, but still, well, they could have done this, or they could have, and I went to bed last night being like, yeah, you know what? I was right. Yep. They could have used a taser. He could have shot her in the leg. He could have done any number of things. But then when you take into account tasers aren't always accurate, when you take into account shooting someone in the leg is a really hard shot to make, especially when they're moving. Like, it's hard. And sometimes when you're trying to defend a position and you're having trouble defending it and you're realizing that it's crumbling before you, sometimes you got to just admit it's not it's not a position worth defending. When I first became an atheist, I would say that I had finally learned to examine my beliefs critically. And the minute I started examining my beliefs critically, I started to realize that some of them weren't worth holding anymore. But over the years, I'm sad to say that I've not always held on to that critical examination of my own beliefs. It's hard to, especially when you settle into a belief of something that feels comfortable, it feels right, it feels like it makes sense. And it suits a narrative too. Like, that also doesn't help, because then you really don't want to examine it too harshly. You just want to be like, yeah, no, of course that's true. But that's what leads us to that's what leads us to folly, yo. Folly. It's a weird word. I'm actually reminded of something that I saw TJ tweet the other day. And as he said this, I know he wasn't like directing this at me or anything. I immediately applied it to myself subconsciously and was like, yeah. He said, authentic confusion is always preferable to delusional certainty. Authentic confusion is preferable to delusional certainty. And again, when I read that, I kind of was like, am I being delusional in my certainty that this cop is a piece of shit? Yeah, maybe a little bit. Because I'd rather be authentic in my confusion, in my, not knowing what happened. I'd rather just be honest and say, I don't know what happened. I don't know. I'm confused. I don't know. I think, but I don't know. And that's why I'm far more comfortable taking the position that, again, look, I don't like what happened there. I don't like it. I wish something different could have been done. I wish cops had better ways of de-escalating situations like this. I wish they were trained on better ways to de-escalate situations like this. And I can still use this as like a minor example in my own head of why police as an institution are broken and the way they operate needs to be fixed. But I can't defend the condemnation of this man. I don't think that's honest. I think that's delusional certainty right there. Yeah, that tweet was really good. TJ pulls a really based intellectual take out of his ass every once in a while. So I follow him, yo. Anyway, we'll never be able to examine the other outcome where the cop doesn't shoot. Maybe the other girl is stabbed and gravely injured. Maybe not. Hard situation. Exactly. And Paul put out a tweet earlier that I kind of also vibed with a little bit. I was like, yeah, okay, I see your point. He was like, what was he saying? Yeah, there it is. No, where'd it go? It was before the drama. Right. Okay, he was like, Twitter takes from a slightly altered universe. Shitty fucking cop just stands there as a woman is brutally stabbed to death with a kitchen knife. What the fuck are they good for? Yeah. I can see that argument. It was a tough situation. Okay? It just was. It sucks. Anyway, I could kind of tell that you were second guessing. I will stand firm that 4 shots was 3 too many. Yeah, I still agree with that. I don't know why he shot extra shots. I guess he wanted to make sure that she was really dead so that she couldn't hurt the other girl. That's the charitable interpretation. Cops do shoot to kill, not to wound. I still think that's a institutionalized problem with the cops, but yeah, this hill's not worth dying on, guys. I've only seen the latest Patreon episode and just started the oldest episode with TJ. Well, that one is a really fun stream, yo. Very epic. We it was a lot of fun. Me and TJ got super drunk. Super drunk. A lot of fun. He shot 4 times because of police policy. They only shoot to kill, which is horrific. Yeah. And it sucks. Police policy needs to be changed, but this one man doesn't need to be condemned for this. This is what he was trained to do. Okay, by the way, y'all, so speaking of patron shows, I wanted to do one this week, but I don't have time anymore. Obviously. I guess we'll do a Nah, I don't want to do one. We'll tomorrow. Yeah, I'm probably gonna do I'm probably gonna do one no, not Wednesday. Wednesday or Thursday. One of those days. Because I meant to stream with Chelsea this week because we were going to do our maid stream, our sexy maid stream, which is still coming. But I guess Chelsea didn't have her computer ready, so we might do it next week. But if we don't do it next week, I'll probably still try and nail down a day for the patron show either way. Either Tuesday, Wednesday, or Thursday, okay? One of those days. It'll be fun. Anyway. No, I'll stick around a little longer. I don't know. If you guys want to talk about anything else, feel free to ask me questions or change the subject in whatever way you guys would like. Because I'm tired of talking about things that make me depressed. Yeah. Hearts. I love you too, yo. I love all y'alls, okay? All of y'all are fucking dope. Hell yeah. Yo, I finally found both my lighters at once, yo. I was saying when I opened this one the other day on stream, this one that Frack Skull sent me, I was like, God damn it, now I lost the one that Chess gave me. Now I got both, yo. Got my Chess lighter and my Frack Skull lighter. Hell yeah. Like I said, I can always use 2 because I'm always losing one. You need a hug? Something Star Wars prequels debate? Oh my god. Yeah, dude, fuck the Star Wars prequels, yo. You know what, Blaine, were you the one who was defending the Star Wars prequels? Because I'm so embarrassed about that, but it's best to turn it into a joke. Yeah, dude. And you don't need to be embarrassed about that, because honestly, I'd like to have you on at some point to like have a discussion about the Star Wars prequels. I think that'd be fun. I want to get to the bottom of the prequel. I really do have mixed thoughts on them, guys. I know some people are just like, fuck the prequels, they're the worst thing ever. And I don't take that position, but I also don't think they're good. I think they have value. And I think it's up for debate where that value is. Did you hear about the Galen and Paul beef? Yes, I did. I talked about it earlier a little bit. Didn't really have much to say because I didn't see Paul's stream, so I haven't heard his side of it. I just saw Galen in a chat with some very unsavory people, shit talking Paul and making some serious character judgments about him that I don't agree with. And basically, my first look here, if you want my opinion, my first impression is that Paul and Galen are having a misunderstanding, and that they are, whatever this is probably based on a misunderstanding rather than either of them being a piece of shit. But I don't know. I think they're both good dudes. That's all I know. All right. I'll see if I can brave my anxiety and have the debate. I'm very passionately in love with those films. Dope. Well, I'll let me know. Let me know if you want to talk about it someday. I want to have more guests on, and most of those guests, I'd like to be like other YouTubers and shit. I don't mind having people in the audience, and from time to time, Security Monitor Lizard does have his own channel as well, but I pulled him out of the chat and we had a discussion. You know, I'll talk with other people. I'll talk with people who come in my chat who disagree with me on shit. I actually like doing that. And I actually like to do it more. Paul lost it on stream. Yeah, I heard. I'll have to go watch that stream later. Because, I think look, here's the thing. I think Galen can end up having some pretty uncharitable interpretations of people. I know Galen. See, Galen and Paul have both kind of in the past like made very uncharitable assumptions about me. So it's hard to imagine that that's not what they're both doing to each other right now. Is just, you know, making assumptions, and you know, they're not really they might not necessarily be like founded on much. I don't know. If your viewers would even be interested in my infamous prequel rambles. Oh no, don't worry. Like if we do that, I'll put it in the title, and I'll put it in the thumbnail, and it'll be clear that it's a Star Wars debate. All right. And the people that want to see it will click on it, and the people that don't won't. You'll be the first person ever to do a stream with me. It'll be bragging rights when my comic becomes the most famous thing ever made. Damn right, yeah. I didn't know you were making a comic. That's dope. I've always wanted to do that, but I'm not an artist. I have several books I want to write too, but I have ADHD, and I'm not good at sitting down and like writing. Galen was relentless during that stream, but Galen or Shabisky deleted all of Galen's comments. Huh. Yeah, I don't know, dude. He said them, and he said them in a public place, so like here's the thing. I've criticized Paul a few times on here before, and there might have been some things that looking back, I shouldn't have said, or that were a little too uncharitable, or could have caused a fight if Paul had seen them. But for the most part, I try to keep my criticisms to things that, you know, I actually would be able to defend if the person came to me and said, you know, that you said this about me, you know, and I'm like, yeah, here's why I believe that, you know. I sent you the link a while ago. Issue 2 is Oh, you did? I'm sorry, yo. I'm like really I space out very easily and I forget shit. Berserk has been trying to DM me for a while and I like kept forgetting. And yeah. I'm not good at DMing people back or checking my messages. If you play back the stream, Galen's chats won't show up. I'm on the live chat. Damn. I don't know, dude. Shabisky's chat is not one that I pay much attention to anyway. I don't really like Shabisky all that much. Especially again, given the fact that he defends people that are pieces of shit and predators, and him and his friends are bullying someone who's a victim of said predator, you know. But that's neither here nor there. It's totally okay. It was never mandatory. You just expressed interest when I mentioned it. Did I? See, that's how bad my memory is. I must have forgotten. I'm sorry. I will send it to me again and I'll look at it. I think it stings more because Galen is TJ's friend. Yeah, maybe. Lol, Shabisky is a joke for sure. Yeah, kind of. Shabisky reminds me of me like 2 years ago. Which is why, whatever. I'm not going to attack him on that anymore because that's the same argument I got into with Egghead. Was like, I was calling him out for behaviors that I viewed to be extremely cringy. Behaviors that I exhibited at the beginning of my YouTube career that I had grown out of pretty quickly. At least after like a year or two. And I was like baffled that Egghead's been on this platform like 10 times longer than I have. And like was still doing behavior that I viewed as like really cringy and dumb and not smart. But whatever. I don't care to get into the same shit with Shabisky. Shabisky already doesn't like me because I attacked his precious Ben Pie. Which, let's be honest, is the only reason Shabisky even has a fucking audience. I hate watch that group, Pimp Monk and all. See, I don't hate watch people that I don't like. I've not gone on Pimp Monk's show since I was I guess barred from going on there by certain people. Whatever, cat's out of the bag, it's Ben. Big shock. Anyway, I should probably wrap this up because I'm getting kind of tired. I'll allow some final memes. There's got to be some sort of misunderstanding. Yeah, I don't know, dude. There's a difference though. You and Paul have disagreements, but neither of you talk mad shit about one another. Yeah, that's the thing. Like, I don't talk mad shit about Paul. I'll criticize Paul's political positions that I disagree with, but I'm not gonna like attack his character unless I know he's done something shitty. I pointed people to Galen. I was just telling them to ask Galen because I know Galen will stand by his word. I mean, usually. Not to be mean, but Shabisky is kind of boring to watch. I must have a higher IQ to understand his jokes. You mean lower, right? I don't think Shabisky is dropping any like big brain takes or anything. I appreciate you. Well, thank you. All right. Here, I'm gonna read out a list of my patrons' names, yo, because this channel would not be what it is if we didn't have patrons, yo. So thank you to our newest patron, Graham Dolph, as well as Drone, the Atheist Veteran, Kaorian, TJ's Undiagnosed Cancerous Tumor, Troy S., Zerdav, Berserk, Realize TV, Sev Obsden, Billy Goat, Rotten Pimple, The Canadian Führer, Chelsea, Hyun, and Rose Black. Thank you to all of you for being patrons. I appreciate all of you. Also, thank you to everyone who's sent me stuff off my Amazon wishlist recently. Anna Kennedy, Rose Black, Frack Skull, and of course, Jay. Yeah, Jay. Why am I forgetting his last name? I feel bad. Wait. I feel bad. I was supposed to have that off the top of my head. Why am I'm stoner braining right now, dude. I'm like stoner braining it. Holy shit. Wait. I know his name. I know. Jay Nova. Holy fuck. It's Tav's brother, dude. We all know. Jay Nova. Great dude. Holy fuck. I can't believe I forgot that. Jay Nova, Frack Skull, Ann Kennedy, and Rose Black. Thank you all for supporting me. Thank you to all the people who have sent me donations and shit. Like, Smrots, you're here. Yeah, you've sent me donations. And everyone who supports this fucking channel and helps to contribute to its continued existence. It really means a lot to me. If you guys aren't a patron, feel free to become a patron. It's only $2 a month, and it really helps me out a lot. I'll see y'all next time. Thank you for watching. Thank you for hanging out. Peace out, guys. Peace out. I love y'all. Have a great